Brad Johnson here, and in this next Conscious Matrix communication video, we're going to be talking about God and the Isness. So this will be a pretty big video, requiring a lot of kind of open-mindedness. And again, everything that's being shared here is simply that of the perspective of this particular communicator. So again, it's not meant to tread over any particular form of beliefs or perspectives from others. All right? So let's take a look at God, and then we'll take a look at the Isness. So, very often when I'm doing what I do, with the abilities, with the sharing, with the services that I offer, etc., I do get a very common question from quite a few people, and that question is, well, Brad, in regards to your work, is there some sort of religious basis around it? The whole idea here is that the answer is both yes and no, because all religions simply represent the concept of the whole, and that no, because I'm not basing myself in regards to any type of dogma or doctrinal discipline based upon any of those religions. So therefore the answer becomes paradox. A secondary question I get as well too is, well, Brad, do you believe in God? And so when we look at the idea of God, what is it that we experience? What do we feel comes to mind right away? Well, we represent the idea of an almighty creator, an infinite, creator, an almighty creator. But the key word here is creator. And so we're looking at the idea that God itself would be what you would consider to be the ultimate self. So that's the whole idea when we're looking at God, when we're looking at an almighty one. We're looking at the idea of form. We're not thinking that God itself may be everything that we can't see, or everything that we have yet to understand based upon the mechanics of how the universe operates. Most of us just see the idea of a creator, of a self, of a form, in its highest, most almighty, most infinite, most ultimate presence. And that's great, because each and every single one of us are those sparks of God, because we're all creators ourselves. And so when we're looking at the idea of an infinite creator, we're really just looking at ourselves. Now, that may say, well, I don't really feel like an infinite creator in this life. I'm just in this body, I'm in this reality, I have to work 9 to 5, I gotta pay my bills, I gotta pay my mortgage, I gotta pay my rent, I'm having trouble with relationship, I'm having job issues, etc. I don't feel like an infinite creator. But again, really all we're looking at here is the idea of an artist. And so the artist themselves, with how they're playing with all of these situations, basically are just taking all of these different facets of energetic ribbons that comprise themes. So those themes may be finances, that may be job, that may be relationship. Put whatever else you want to put there. But these are all just particular themes. These are all strands of energetic ribbons that we're all playing with within ourselves. That I have a job, that I'm working 9 to 5, that I'm paying the bills, that I'm in a pretty tough relationship right now, etc. We're all just playing with the inner mechanisms in regards to experience. But then some people may ask, well, why is experience so important? What is it about experience? Why is it important? Why does the soul need to have that experience? Why all this progression of the soul? It's kind of like one of those very old antique porcelain dolls, I guess you could say. So I'm just going to draw kind of a little happy face here. And if you're looking at this little circular porcelain doll, and you open it up, let's say this head comes off here. Okay, you've taken that off, and then another one is in its place. And then you do the same thing. And then another one is in its place. And it continues on into infinity. Why is that there? What's the purpose of having this, then this, then this, then this, then this, then this, and this, and this, and this? Because it's isness. That's it. There's no justification in regards to why experience is important. You can't get an answer. You can't get an answer of saying, why am I in this reality? Why do I have this experience? Why does the soul want to progress itself? Because it's what is. It's the isness. It's about being able to express, to encounter all the facets that creation has of expressing itself. We're exploring expression. We're exploring points of view. We're exploring perspective. Why? Because it's who we are. It's what we are. It's us looking deeper into ourselves. It's a microcosmic, macrocosmic relationship. So going back to the idea of God represents the idea of the Creator. This dissension itself represents the idea of continuing to play with the infinite. So that God itself really just starts at what many people would be considering the macrocosmic level, the ultimate, the infinite. But again, this continues to escalate as well too. And so God just represents the creator portion of existence. Is God all that is in regards to what all creation is? No. God simply represents the idea of a creator archetype, a creator personality. But what about everything that is being created through the Creator? How is that being brought into being? If God is all that is in regards to creatorship, what is it that God itself can create? It needs to create something. There needs to be some energy. There needs to be consciousness in regards to everything that can be created through the Creator. And this is where isness comes in. So, we could be an artist where we have a canvas here and we got our sets of paint and we just start painting. And we start painting on the canvas and we create something marvelous. But not just us created it. That's the whole idea. Everything that you do within your life is never ever done by you. It is done by all. We'll say, well, Brad, what do you mean by that? How can, something else just create itself? What is it to have an inception? An inception, an idea from the ethers. You are vibrating in resonance in regards to that frequency that then brings about that inception, a beautiful masterpiece on a canvas. I'll show you something as well too. Here's something that's truly magnificent, truly beautiful. The archetype of sacred geometry. It's beautiful, it's magnificent, it is awe-inspiring to look at, and it's the truth in regards to mathematics, in regards to geometrics, in regards to measurements of how the universe operates. Now that artist that created that picture, did they do it by themselves? No, they didn't. The inception came to them. That frequency matched. It intercepted together with their own and they became one. There is no I in reality. There's no such thing. There is no I that represents me. There is no you that represents yourself. Everything is done in regards to symbiotic relationship. So the creator that has all of that paint and creating something really magnificent on that canvas did not do it by himself. He needed those sets of paint. He needed those colors. He needed this canvas to actually portray his masterpiece. He needed his inception to which he aligned to in regards to the frequency which the universe was providing. where everything exists now. Everything you do in life is never done by yourself. You are part of everything. You are connected to all things. Everything is working together as a prop through yourself. So everything else that works as that prop is working in a team environment to create what you are passionate in creating. That's the whole idea. That's how the isness works. That's the idea of God, that God itself represents the idea of a creator, and that the isness represents all that is. Everything that's available for the creator to have that canvas and to have that set of paint and create these masterpieces. This is the fundamental difference between God and the isness. Now, again, many people can look into the idea of God because you're looking at the ultimate creator. Really, you're just looking at yourself in regards to the highest pinnacle, to the ultimate, to the infinite that you can imagine yourself to be. That's really all that God is. It's yourself. But it's you, again, working together symbiotically, working together congruently with all that exists to create an ultimate. But the creator needs to work with everything else in order for everything to be all that is. And that is the isness. So there is God and there is the isness. So hopefully this video makes sense in regards to understanding the relationship, yet some of the subtle differences between that idea. So my answer is, Brad, do you believe in God? Yes. And I also believe in the idea of the isness, and it's not even about belief. It's about certainty. It's about knowingness. So yes, of course, there is God. It's within ourselves, in the most highest and infinite form. There is the isness, to where all things exist. Nothing can ever unexist, as that's all part of the isness together. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me, info@consciousmatrix.com. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Namaste.